Okay. All right. So let's start. Before I commence my prepared speech, I thought, it was nice to hear a few humorous stories about Chrissy, and I wanted to tell one of my own about, I guess, our first Christmas together, and I decided that I would buy some clothing for her. And first of all, I had to pick the store that I knew had some really, really good quality clothing. For some of you old enough to remember, that store was called Miracle Mart. And so I spotted this lime green bathrobe that just caught my eye, and the price was right, $19. They had a layaway plan, so I was good. And so I boxed it, wrapped it, gave it to Chrissy. She opened it, and
what the fuck?
And so she said 3 words separated. And the first one was, of course, Franchement. And the second was, never again. And I followed that advice, and it served me well. So here's the official speech. Although I've spoken publicly many times over the years, today is very different. So I'd like to start by asking for your patience and understanding while I try to share my thoughts and feelings with you. Much of what I have to tell you about Chrissy is through images of her throughout the years. And some of you know that photography is a passion of mine. And so I thought it was only fitting that I would try to capture some essence of a life well lived through these fractions of seconds caught in time. The montage was beautifully put together by Catherine Ostigui, who created it with love, and I want to thank her profoundly for her work. And tomorrow it will be uploaded into YouTube under Christiane Voigt Celebration. I chose to call today a celebration of Chrissy's life, but I know that many of you are not in a celebratory mood today. That's because all of us feel that this was a life that ended too early. There was so much more to do, more places to see, more concerts to attend, more parties to dance at, more cocktails to sip, more clothes shopping to do. And in thinking this way, we forget. We forget a full and rich life that was well lived. It is the default human condition to forget all that we have already enjoyed because we always wish for more. While it was her dream to travel the world, Chrissy also realized her most important dream of all, to become a mother. And I know that she was so very proud of the man that Matthew has become. In these last few months, he has been my rock in the most difficult of moments. I know that Matthew has experienced a loss as deep as mine. However, it is a different loss. For those of you who have lost a parent or parents, you can understand that it is a unique type of pain in which the world feels much smaller because the person who raised and nurtured you is gone. Chrissy was a warrior. Her struggles with a variety of illnesses through her life may reveal to us the sobering truth about the limitations of the human body, but not of the human spirit. Her spirit embraced the values of family, friends, gratitude, and hope. She relied on these 4 pillars to sustain her through her illnesses and to break free from the pain, fear, and isolation that often accompanies illness. So in the spirit of gratitude, I want to express my deepest appreciation to those of you who reached out to support Chrissy in her final months. Your text messages, words of encouragement and empathy, not to mention home-cooked meals, lifted Chrissy's spirits more than you will ever know. Mais je dois particulièrement, du fond de mon cœur, remercier et reconnaître Monique, la sœur de Christiane. Après chaque chimiothérapie et suite à une chirurgie majeure, Monique est venue chez nous afin de passer quelques jours avec sa sœur. Her presence provided the quiet and tender reassurance that only a sibling can give. Christiane, Mathieu et moi auront été perdus sans la présence de Monique. Many of us here today feel a disturbing emptiness since Chrissy's passing. Even now, some of you tell me, I can't believe she's gone. I think that the best legacy from Chrissy's passing is how we all move forward. It is too easy to allow sadness or anger to fill our hearts. And so I ask each of you, what do you choose to learn from this loss? That's for you to decide. What I choose to learn is firstly, that the thread of life is very thin. And in realizing this, I must choose to let go of my anger. I must choose to not fear the inevitable loss of loved ones, but rather to appreciate their presence every day. And so I ask you, I think Chrissy asks you, to choose over the next days, the next weeks, the next months, the next years, to tell your partner, your son, your daughter, your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your dear and closest friends, the following. I see you. I appreciate you more than you know. I'm here for you. You are in my heart. Je t'aime. In closing, I'd like to share with you words written by Connie Kiefer Boyd upon the death of her young son. Her words struck me when I first read them, and I'll start with the French version. En me levant, je t'honore chaque jour en prenant une grande respiration, et je commence une autre journée sans toi. Je t'honore en riant et aimant ceux qui connaissaient ton sourire et la façon que tes yeux scintillaient avec enjouement et connaissance secrète. Je t'honore en prenant le temps d'apprécier tous ceux que j'aime, car je sais maintenant que rien ne garantit les jours et heures de présence de ceux qu'on aime. Tu étais ma lumière, mon cœur, mon cadeau d'amour. Alors je jure que chaque jour, je ferai une différence en partageant un sourire, en vivant, riant et aimant. Maintenant, je vis pour nous deux et tout ce que je le fais pour t'honorer. The English version reads as follows. To honor you, I get up every day and take a breath and start another day without you in it. To honor you, I laugh and love with those who knew your smile and the way your eyes twinkled with mischief and secret knowledge. To honor you, I take the time to appreciate everyone I love. I know now there is no guarantee of days or hours spent in their presence. You were my light, my heart, my gift of love. So every day, I vow to make a difference, share a smile, live, laugh, and love. Now, I live for us both. So all I do to honor you. Et finalement, quelques mots de reconnaissance, now a few thank yous. Premièrement, Sylvie Audet, célébrant pour son excellent travail. Catherine Ostiguet for the touching picture montage. Nick Gundlach for the tent loan and setup. Isabelle Lemieux, une châle marin pour l'oreille hier avec les préparations. Isabelle pour les pièces de piano qu'elle a jouées avec amour, lesquelles elle a partagées avec nous aujourd'hui. Vincent Nishadi for helping me with the floral arrangements. Pierre Larreau pour l'équipement de son qu'il m'a prêté. Nos hôtesses, Rachel et Catherine, all of you who shared your personal memories of Chrissy today, Gilles Beaulieu, Vincent Nachati, Monique, Isabelle Lemieux, Renate Sutherland. Des gens qui ont voyagé de loin afin d'être parmi nous, de New Richmond en Gaspésie via Québec et Chicago, des Laurentides, des cantons de l'Est, and the people who came from Kingston and Ottawa. Dana from the House of James Mitchell for catering and setup suggestions. Karine Bouchard, souffleuse à verre, a glass blower, of Vers Minuit for the beautiful urn, flame, and sphere. All of Chrissy's friends from Air Canada and Canadian Airlines, and the rest of you who came today in Chrissy's honor. Chrissy is indeed smiling upon us. N'oubliez pas qu'il y a un registre sur la table où vous êtes entrés et on vous invite d'y inscrire vos souvenirs de Christiane. Don't forget there's a book on the table in the laneway at the side of the house in which you're invited to write your memories of Chrissy. A few people have asked me about donations. You're invited to consider the Cedars Cancer Foundation. Si vous voulez faire un don en mémoire de Christiane, vous pourriez considérer la Fondation de Cancer Cedars. Un gros merci à tous. Thank you, everyone, so much.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.